All right, let's see what we got. In this next topic, Tesla has released Cybertruck testing, and we're going to talk about some of the pricing that might be predicted for the truck and what pricing it will actually be. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Tesla posted this picture the other day of the Cybertruck doing some winter testing. A pretty badass photo at the end of the day. But I'm wondering though, is this real or is this some sort of Photoshop magic right here? Because that would mean they had to take this truck and move it to a bit different area. And I'm not sure. I feel like there's only like a handful of Cybertrucks out there. Maybe there's more, but maybe they shipped it all the way to a certain, maybe Detroit area, because I feel like there was one spotted in the north central area. But definitely a really cool picture to see it doing some winter testing at the end of the day. And so this is good. This is cool. This is exciting because the Cybertruck is supposed to be coming out sometime later this year, sometime with a delivery event in Q3 or Q4. And a lot of Cybertruck spotting was happening because it was at the shareholder event in Giga Austin. And people are speculating when this will actually come out and what price this will actually come out at. So shout out to Tesla North, where I guess they quoted from Motor Trend. Tesla Cybertruck tri-motor at $75,000 would be lucky. So of course, let's take a look at this. In a recent interview with Yahoo Finance, Alex Wallen, the CEO of Motor Trend, suggests that Tesla might struggle to maintain the price of its much anticipated Cybertruck at $75,000. So, I mean, I certainly agree. Even Elon at the most recent event said that it's going to be very hard to try and keep the price of the Cybertruck down. But initially, when the Cybertruck first came out, there was 3 different trims at that time, with one of them being as low as $39,000. But we know almost for sure that Tesla does not release any of the cheaper trims first. They always release like the plaid version, the performance version first, because they want to try and get in as much revenue as possible by delivering these vehicles. So I certainly feel like a $39,000 truck will not be coming out first, and that will probably be in like 10 years or something like that. But here's another article from Tasmania. The Cybertruck tri-motor could cost around $75,000. So it's funny that 2 companies took that and ingested that article and wrote it slightly separately from that. But here's another one. So you can see right here on the screen at the Cybertruck event when it initially came out, there was a single motor posted at $39,990, I think, and the dual motor at $49,900, and then a tri-motor at $69,900. I think at this point, I certainly feel like the first truck is going to be a tri-motor, and it's most likely going to be coming out at around $75,000 to $85,000, maybe even $99,000. But shout out to Electric, they posted this article, and they are actually predicting a quad motor version at $85,000, which would make sense, a tri-motor version with 400 miles at $75,000, and then a dual motor at $60,000. But the one thing that's actually different is that there is a looming $7,500 federal tax credit. And so if Tesla comes out with a truck that can come out lower than $80,000 and qualify for the battery and the manufacturing, then it could potentially get a $7,500 or $3,750 tax credit at the end of the day, which would be very, very, very nice. Basically, 8 to 9% of the vehicle right there that you could save by off your taxes. And that would be pretty killer, because if we take a look at the competition, right, we see what is actually out there. We've got Rivian with the R1T. We went to actually go check this vehicle out today. It was nice. I gotta say, the interior is nice. The build quality certainly feels like it's nice, but I don't know if I could stomach, or I know I can't stomach paying $87,000 for this truck. And then also we've got the Ford Lightning that is out there that of course has like the lower base version that starts at 59,974 that qualifies for the 7,500, or I think 3,750, or let's see, 3,750, or either 3,750 or the 7,500 tax credit at the end of the day, one of those two. And which is, I mean, I've heard good things about this truck. I've seen it, I've never sat inside of it, but we've got a couple friends that have this truck and they really love it at the end of the day. So there's a lot of competition. And also there's another truck that has came out now, I think from Ram, that's got like a 400-mile range also on top of that they just announced at the end of the day. And so a lot of competition. So Tesla has got to come out. I know it's probably going to be hard for them to do it, to come out with a nicely priced truck, but let me know what you think on what the pricing of the Cybertruck is actually going to be, and what is your maximum, I guess that's the better question. We all can predict as much as we want about the Cybertruck pricing, but what is the maximum to you that you will actually pay for the Cybertruck before it just does not make any sort of sense? Is that 69,420? Is that 79,990? Is that 90? Is that $100,000? I think that's $100,000 is my limit. I think from that, or maybe really actually 79,990 is my limit. I don't know if I could pay any more than that for a truck or an EV truck, but I'm going to definitely ask one of those questions on the community channel right here on the page. So definitely look out there for that. But let me know, what is your maximum or maximum value where you feel like the Cybertruck is worth before going to one of some of these other cars or companies, or just not buying one of these at all. But we're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Water break.